Hey, good morning, Royals. This is Mr. B up in the Learning Lab in the 5th and 6th grade pod. The other day I was asked by a student, what's the big deal about raising your hand in class or not talking over others or not having a side conversation while the lesson's going on? And I wanted to take a moment during announcements this morning to address that question because I think a lot of you have it, and to introduce Weird Science Wednesdays, which the science behind raising your hand or not talking while others is really based in what's called bimodal confusion. Bi is a prefix. Just like bicycle, that means two wheels is bicycle. Bimodal means two as well. When your brain is trying to send two messages to the same part of your body, it gets confused. There's a lot that has to happen. And while we are normally really able to do it well and really quickly, sometimes there's a little hiccup which causes us not to be able to perform both of those tasks at the same time. So I want to give you an example of an experiment that you can use to prove or test bimodal confusion, okay? So here is the example or the experiment. With your right hand, I want you to stick your right hand out in front of you. Go ahead, with your right hand, draw a circle in the air. Just like this, just draw a simple circle. Now with your left hand, I want you to stick it out and I want you to draw a square, just like that, just a simple square. Now here's the challenge. Here's the challenge that not very many people are able to do. I want you to stick out both of your hands, both of your arms, and I want you to do both a circle and a square at the same time, okay? At the same time. So I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. Let's do 5 seconds. Let's do 5 seconds to do that task. Ready? Go. All right, so what did you find out? It was very difficult to do both of those things at the same time, right? Well, what's the science behind it? Here it is. Your brain is sending two messages to one part of your body telling you to make shapes with your hands, right? So making the circle, making the square. And what's happening is that it's getting confused because they're two separate shapes, but your brain is telling your body to do one action. So when you are talking or when your teacher is presenting a lesson and your brain is retaining that information, but you on the side are having a conversation with your neighbor, or you're shouting out answers and other people are trying to listen to the teacher, it sends a confused message to your brain. So it's a lot harder for you to remember the lesson that's being taught and pay attention, as well as it distracts other people's brains because they are trying to listen to the circle while you are giving them a square. That's science.